From the Pix 11 studios on the corner of 42nd and 2nd in Midtown. Welcome, everybody. Two teams, one podcast.
All right. You got it right.
I'm Scott Stanford. He is my executive sports producer, Bret the Hitman Callahan. And, of course, listen, this show is all about the Yanks and Mets in 2018.
It is.
And we're going to get to them in a second.
It is.
But we do talk some other sports here on this program.
We do.
Here on this fine award-winning podcast,
We
if you
do.
will. And I'd be remiss if on this Wednesday, as of this taping, that we did not talk about the Jets and two things.
All in.
The All In Chicago this week.
Yeah.
Brett's going.
We'll talk about that in a second.
We're not talking about that.
Oh, come on.
Teddy Bridgewater goes to New Orleans.
Yes.
And Sam Darnold is the starting quarterback week one for your New York Jets. Go.
Here's the question. Is it a good move to get rid of Teddy Bridgewater at this point and only pick up a third-round pick?
You know what? Here's the thing. They could have waited on Teddy and maybe gotten more, depending on the need, supply and demand.
Someone gets hurt.
But they also could have waited on Teddy and gotten absolutely nothing.
Right.
So I think, but here's my question
Is Sam ready?
Well, not as Sam ready, because you got to go with Sam and you go with the highs and lows that comes with a rookie quarterback.
What about Josh McCown?
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Josh McCown is getting $10 million to basically hold a clipboard.
Well,
so wouldn't you rather have Teddy Bridgewater in there than Josh McCown? Or do you want Josh to sit and teach Sam?
Well, that's the thing.
How
Josh McCown has really become almost a quarterback's coach at this point.
Right. For $10 million a year.
He really hasn't even played in the preseason. So if you kept both guys, that's $16 million on your bench, and you can't do that.
Right.
So you got to get rid of one of them. And if McCown's the teacher, Darnold's the student, Teddy, bye-bye.
And there are a lot of folks on sports radio.
How'd they get rid of him? They had a bus that just...
Yeah, that was very funny. Apparently, they were on a bus getting ready to team going to... Where are they going? Philly this week?
Philly this week.
Philly for the last preseason.
Yeah, in a day or two, right.
They were on the team bus, and apparently they told him while he was on the bus...
Get off the bus!
And he got off the bus, and he waved goodbye as everybody pulled away.
Did he sing a little Paul Simon?
Which one? Get off the bus,
50 ways to lead your lover. Just get on the bus, Gus.
Are you ready, Teddy?
Yeah.
Nothing rhymes. That doesn't even work.
And now, not at all.
The other thing everybody's talking about, which is very interesting, people are saying, well, why wouldn't the Giants then try to pick up Teddy Bridgewater as a backup to Eli? Well, here's the thing.
I love that. Actually.
But regardless, Teddy's going to be a free agent after this year anyway.
Teddy Bridgewater is probably the incumbent to Drew Brees.
Right, but the Giants, if the Giants are interested and they don't feel like their guy Davis Webb, two last names, two first names.
Two teams, one podcast.
If they don't think he's the guy of the future, why not pick up Teddy Bridgewater after the season?
Because he's not going to be available. Because
how do you know? He's a free agent.
You don't think that you don't trade a third-round pick. This is just an insurance play if Brees gets hurt?
Right now, Teddy Bridgewater is under contract to the Saints for the 2018 season.
Hey, he'd be good on the Giants.
That is it. If this is Eli's last season, maybe, and then you have... I don't know if Davis Webb's... He's not the guy. Does he ever strike you as the guy?
No.
Right?
But here's the thing.
Teddy Bridgewater was on his way to being one of the most elite quarterbacks in the league when he
Pump the brakes for a second.
Wow.
Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Go ahead.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers, when you saw glimpses of him, was he the guy when you had Brett Favre there? No. So maybe Davis Webb is the guy.
He could be.
He could be, right?
But they always knew Aaron Rodgers was going to be big. They were waiting for Favre.
Well, speaking of big, Aaron Rodgers got some hell of a contract.
$130 million over 4
Who doesn't have a better life than Aaron Rodgers?
Go ahead, say it. We just did it on the air.
Come on.
Guy was dating Olivia Munn. He was dating Kelly Rohrback.
Can I ask a question?
And now he's with Danica Patrick.
Oh, come on. Don't get me started with Danica Patrick, the worst IndyCar driver, NASCAR driver in the history of racing. I crash a race car, Patrick. That's Danica Patrick.
Doesn't make her bad
Kelly
looking.
Rohrback?
She was a model. Let's talk Yanks.
All right,
that's what we're here to talk about.
Yes.
Aaron Hicks and Neil Walker coming up big the other night. Nice comeback.
See, but here's the total kick in the butt. They come up big with a walk-off win, and then Miami just screws the pooch,
yeah.
and what happens? A walk-off error, and the Red Sox win.
Yeah, Red Sox couldn't give it away. They couldn't give it away.
Oh, God.
Couldn't give it away.
The Yankee, here's the problem. And everyone's, I know we have a rundown here, and we're talking, can the Yankees catch Boston? I don't think so. That's just bad karma there.
What's going on with Aaron Judge?
That's the problem.
What's up with Judge?
His wrist is bad.
He's talking about his pain is a 4 out of 10. It was a 5 out of 10 2 weeks ago, so it's really not getting any better.
Not at all. It's even almost even worse.
I don't get it.
I think the Mets team doctors diagnosed his injury. I would
he's
say
on the Mets DL?
Yes.
Sanchez hit a home run in
That's
minors.
great.
He's coming
but without
back.
Aaron Judge, the Yankees are going nowhere.
I think Judge just gives him a whole different aura.
He is that team.
Yeah.
He's the guy who goes, come on, mate, let's get some machismo here.
Does he say it like that? Because he's not Australian.
Does he go, hey, yo?
Or English.
Hey, yo.
He's not Rocky either.
Well, you know what? They need him. Whatever he is, they need Aaron Judge.
Judge turn into Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. You got a lot of.
Hey, yo,
they need him.
They do. They need him. They need him. What else? The playoff picture, like you said, is coming into focus. Mm-hmm. Yankees keep winning.
I'll tell you something.
Winning.
Thank God. Mm-hmm. Thank God the Houston Astros now lead the division. So we don't have to face them in a wild card game. That would be, Verlander in a wild card game?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
And the A's, their ace pitcher is gone. So, I feel confident the Yankees can get past that one-game playoff and move on.
Well, listen, I hope
But you need Aaron Judge.
I hope they do move on because you know why?
We cover it.
You and I go to Boston.
Well, you go to Boston. They keep me here.
Taking a little Fenway, a little Yorkie way.
They always keep me here.
Yeah, I guess. Let's talk Mets.
We should start a movement. Send Bret to Boston. Hashtag send Bret to Boston.
I'll let you sit in the trunk if you want. We'll sneak you up there.
Look at hangover. I'll be in the trunk.
Mets, Fraser, grand slam today.
Not bad. Today was a win and a loss and a win.
Yeah, but you know what?
As of this taping.
The one thing remaining for the Mets this year is will Jacob deGrom win the Cy Young.
That guy's just screwed.
He's
amazing. Got the worst bad luck. I mean, I wouldn't let him play the lotto.
He hit 100 miles per hour on the gun the other night.
Good for him.
Right? First time ever.
He still didn't get the win.
Nope, didn't get the win. It's amazing.
But, Scherzer didn't pitch well either for the Nationals the other night. So, I don't know. I think you still got to give it to Scherzer because of the wins.
Right.
I don't think you give it to DeGrom.
Here's what I want to ask you. I know you're a big fan.
Now, I'll say this to you.
What?
Interestingly enough, if DeGrom got traded, he wouldn't be eligible for the Cy Young in the National League if he got traded to a team in the American League. But if he had gotten traded to, let's say the Dodgers or something like that, I could give him the...
Who knows if he would have continued to pitch the way he's pitching.
He would.
Listen, I know you're a big fan of CMB in the afternoon on the fan.
Yes.
CMB,
where you at?
That's all we got.
Right.
They love to run that thing
right.
from,
yes.
What is it, New Jack City?
That's it.
So here, third base...
I never saw that movie.
You never saw New Jack City?
I never saw Scarface either.
Never saw Scarface.
I'm sorry.
You disgust me. All right, here we go. Listen. Third base Mets prospect, Peter Alonso.
All right.
His agents, let me tell you, his agents were dissing the Mets for not calling Alonso up after they got 33 home runs for the season.
Not only that, I got stats.
Wait, hold on.
Can I go with my stats?
Chris Carlin, called the agents remarkably dumb and a bad move for doing that publicly to the Mets. That doesn't make Alonso look very good.
Let me tell you what's happening.
You gotta be humble.
Okay, I like my sport figures not to be humble. I like the Keyshawn Johnsons of the world. I like those guys who are brash. Odell Beckham gets a great contract. He deserved it.
Right, but you got to. This guy hasn't done anything.
Okay,
yet.
Well, you know what he's done?
What?
He's batted .277 with 33 home runs and 111 RBIs this year.
You couldn't remember those stats? You had to put.
I wrote them down. I wanted to make sure I was prepared for this podcast.
You had to write that down?
I did. I'll repeat it. 277, 33, 111. You want to know something? They're right. You know what this is all about? Keeping one person on the Mets happy.
Who?
David Wright. David Wright's down in the minor leagues trying to get back. With the Walker getting up to the plate, trying to get back. You know what? He's going to get back.
Very insensitive with David Wright. The guy he got a couple hits yesterday.
David Wright is like Victor Cruz. He should have been gone a long time ago. And I'll tell you this much about David Wright. I know it's insurance money, but until the Mets get rid of David Wright, their fortunes are not going to change.
But the minute he comes up and plays it, there's no more insurance money, right?
Right, part of it. Yeah. And here's what's going to happen with the Mets, and I guarantee this is going to happen. He will play in one game this year. The last game of the season.
You think?
Yes, because then he'll retire. He'll say, I came back, I did it, I retired.
So he's just
can you have David
putting
Wright
in all this hard work to come back and play one game and retire.
How could you How could you have David Wright in your roster next year? How?
You probably can't, but you're still paying the guy. You're still paying him part of that.
That's the Mets' ineptitude. That's what it is. You can't pay David Wright anymore. Enough with the experiment by back. Don Mattingly had the same problem. He retired.
Yeah. All right.
Just telling you.
You good?
No, I'm not
any
good.
Other stats you want to throw out?
Des Bryant. We didn't talk about him.
No time. We're up.
How about All In?
Time's up. What's up?
All In Chicago.
Go ahead. Tell everybody about All In. Ladies and gentlemen, All In. I have been hearing about Bret's trip to All In for the last 5 months.
I'm just going to do it really quickly because we're almost out of time.
Go ahead.
It's the largest independent wrestling show of its kind, non-WWE sponsored event. And 10,000 seats have sold out in 29 minutes. I will be there. I'm very excited. And if you're in Chicago this weekend, come say hello.
Did you spend any money on getting autographs with people?
Not at all. Nothing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Fifth.
That's going to do it for this edition. Yanks are back here on Pix 11. Friday, September 14th. They take on the Blue Jays at 7 p.m. Go to pix11.com/baseball for the full schedule. Find out all the episodes of this podcast. He's Bret Callahan. I'm Scott Stanford. He'll see you at All In Chicago. Woohoo! Bye-bye.